come in English Rose, you're inside Nathan's head. This is him.
I never really planned on being a shop owner. When people call me an entrepreneur, it makes me cringe. I don't feel any ownership over the tattoos that I make. I'm making them for people. You know what I mean? I don't really consider it like my artwork as much as I'm just making something nice for someone.
Once he's focused on something, that's it. And he wants to consume everything there is to know about it.
To be honest, I just didn't know where Canada was. I had to look on a map and be like, oh yes, it's basically, it's right there with America, and yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. I'm originally from North Yorkshire, England. I was born in Leeds and raised in a small town outside of York called Selby. I immigrated to Canada when I was 16. I started tattooing when I was about 20 years old. That was 16 years ago now. It was a small town kind of upbringing. The community that I'm from, the typical Yorkshire community, it's a coal town. My dad worked, he's an electrician, he worked for UK Coal. That's kind of the reason why we moved to Canada in the first place. When that industry kind of crashed down, it was just time to move along. And my mum was always self-employed. She always looked after kids. Not reinventing the wheel, are we, Josh? We're just doing solid tattoos.
Some solid stuff.
He came in for the first time a year ago, and he picked out just a cool thing right off the wall. And he likes all the flash on the wall, all of this is hand painted by us, and he likes seeing that as well. And yeah, he just picked something off the wall and loved it. And he comes back basically he's going to the barber shop at this point. It's a monthly thing for him.
My grandfather flew airplanes, so I got that one for him with my dad's initials. I got family all over the world, so I got a globe. Straight blade because I'm a barber, and my grandfather's initials. Can't forget my mom. The rose I just always wanted, and the eagle's just right off the wall. And then Nate designed me this dago.
I grew up pretty, I wouldn't say alienated, but alone a lot. I was one of those kids that was bullied pretty hard. Because of that, without really knowing, I was kind of developing an ability to kind of just be alone with my thoughts and making these realities in my own head that I would rather live in, So I was definitely kind of sharpening up some kind of visual skills in my head, and funny enough, I was able to apply that later in life. So I owe those dickheads a thank you. For a while, I thought I wanted to be an architect when I was a kid, and I got a placement, kind of a co-op placement. And when I got there and realized it was all very digital and computer-based, there was no actual hand skill in it, I was just immediately turned off. Even today, I'm very kind of, I don't know what people are calling analog tattooing now. I'm very still hand-based. I don't use a whole lot of devices, or, I like to use my hands. I draw on tracing paper the way that I've always done it. The first tattoo I ever saw, or remember seeing and acknowledging it as a tattoo, was a little panda on my mum's shoulder that she got on a night out, I guess, with my aunt. And yeah, I just remember being just kind of mesmerized that it would not come off. Like I didn't understand. It was like just a bizarre thing to me that could be a thing that you could permanently, you know, apply an image to someone's skin. I never actually really planned on being a tattooer or like getting into art like at all, to be honest. You know, I liked it. I liked being around it, and I kind of just like naturally fell in. I grew up in like a school where you had to wear like, you know, uniforms, and there wasn't like a whole lot of identity. Like everybody was kind of like the same, you know, which is kind of like double-edged sword. There's good things and bad things to that. And when I moved to Canada when I was 16, I ended up moving to a high school that was just like, it was just huge. You know, my school back in England had about 200 people in it, and the high school that I moved to when I moved here had 2,500, and it was 2,500 kids that you could all wear whatever you wanted. And it was so like striking to me that you could really just be like an individual. You know, you could kind of like show that like physically, you know. And I just remember like walking around the school, like, you know, I was in grade 10. I'd see all like the older guys with a lot of like, you know, tattoos on them, and I just thought it was like the gnarliest thing. And it kind of occurred to me that I needed to get a bunch of tattoos, and I had to get them quick.
It's done, man.
Lightning eagle, yeah. Got this one in Thailand. I've got my wife Cara has a matching one in like a manual, like kind of like hand poking method. It's called a sakyan. It's kind of like a symbol that means like having an open heart and just being like sincerely kind. The first ever tattoo I got was I always wore a barbed wire, because it's what all the grown men had when I was a kid. Like, it's just kind of like the thing. And I just always knew that when I was able to get a tattoo, I would want the barbed wire tattoo. So I got a Yorkshire Rose, which is kind of like a symbol of like my home county in England. It's actually what's painted on the door at the shop, which is kind of cool. It's why the shop's kind of called the English Rose as well. But I got this Yorkshire Rose, but I got it done like in barbed wire, which is like, I still love the tattoo. I think it's like really, I still think it's really awesome. I got it the day I turned 18. All right, let me clean this up. We'll check out these lines. I think it looks good already. It's cool. I went off to school to become a welder. While I was in school, I got a job at a tattoo shop like that I'd been getting tattooed at. Those guys like all knew me, and I was just helping out in the shop. It kind of got to the point where like, you know, I'd have the weekends off from school, and I couldn't wait to just come back down here and go to the shop and work for the weekend in the tattoo shop. I just wanted to be in the tattoo shop. It's still around now. It's under the name Taunton Tattoo Company. It was Art of Affliction back then.
Yeah, that's where I met Nate. We clicked immediately.
Daryl Hart is the man that taught me.
No.
Took me under his wing and showed me what he knew, which was everything. You know, he's still my favorite tattooer.
I can show everyone the cast.
Growing up, my dad was a biker. A lot of his friends had a lot of tattoos. So from really young, I was around people that had a lot of tattoos. I kind of had always been attracted to it. When I was 14, I started getting tattooed. And then after high school, I kind of bounced around, had some jobs, but I wasn't really like finding my place, you know what I mean? Like what I wanted to be or do, or I didn't feel compelled to go to university or anything. And it kind of just one day decided like, why not try and figure out how to learn how to tattoo?
I apprenticed with Daryl for about a year, like a pretty like standard apprenticeship like span. He was probably tattooing for about 6 or 7 years at the time. You know, he's well over 20 now.
We spent a lot of time and a lot of late nights, like just kind of noodling around with Flash, and he just wanted to know everything there was.
He always stressed to me that tattooing is a skill and a craft, and you have to like learn these rules. So a lot of my apprenticeship was just drawing everything that could possibly walk through the door. It's like, you're not going to draw anything that you want to do. Like, I don't care. Like, sure, you've got your like things that you would tattoo on your body, you know, like aesthetics that you like. None of that matters. It's amazing that I learned that way right from day one, because I still apply that every day. If it's tattooable, I'm tattooing it. Get to share this amazing tattoo shop with my friends. We've got a great shop dynamic here. We just hang out in here. We're busy. We tattoo all day long, you know, and the people that come in and get tattooed become part of it as well.
And I started pricing stuff out, and I was like, this is way more money and not enough time before the back.
Just really pretty incredibly irresponsible move.
Yeah.
Before I was just like,
I'm just getting numeral generators so I can.
now it's a no hunter. It's a no hunter. Yeah. Well, it's a brick. Like, if you kind of feel that still.
Half size. Like,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
But yeah, I saw it on there and I was like, man, this guy is like next level.
It's a peony. It's one of my favorite flowers, and I got it done in June of last year. And he did a really, really good job on it. It's healed really well.
Jade has had it for a long time. It's hard running a shop, man. It's tiring. The way that's hard to describe.
Thank you.
So we all have this one at the shop. I think everyone here has made one and got one. I don't know if Marcel's made one yet, but yeah, we've all got this just cool, little bulldog, little gang tattoo. ERF is English Rose Forever.
When he opened this place, I wanted to be a part of it. I'm so proud of everything he's done and the person that he is and the tattooer that he is, and I'm like, I think it's my turn to come work for you.
The shop that I had in my mind that I wanted to kind of like, not like emulate the shops that I'd been at, but you know, what I understood to be a tattoo shop. The shop that I wanted to work at didn't exist. So I just had to make one. Just had to make it. So I built this shop, and I built it really just the way that like, just made it my dream, you know, like just really kind of put so much effort and money into it, and I really tried to make this like cool thing. I had this moment where I'm like, no one's gonna like any of this. This is all, for me, it's a vanity project. It's not gonna work. And the first person that came in picked something right off the wall, like a panther tattoo right off the wall. I think what makes me really happy now is when you put something on someone, even if it's like, you know, not necessarily something that you would put on yourself. It could be something that's not like whatever, like your style, but it's made the client so happy. When they go to the mirror and look at it, if they're just really just blown away with what you've made for them, I think those are the ones that stick with me now. Still like have a hard time putting it together and like telling people how we got here. It just kind of felt like a constant whirlwind, you know, just kept getting opportunities even though I wasn't ready for some of them. It's more than I ever asked for, and I think it's a really special place to hold in the world, like doing something that you're really just passionate about and making people happy and making a living doing it. I mean, what's better than that? For any kids watching this that think it's a good idea, as great as this job is, I've got the neck of like a 60-year-old. And I do what I can in the gym. I do my like I do my scapular rows and like whatever. I do my back strengthening exercises, but it is going to take me out in the long run. It's like I'm basically just banking on getting a new neck